Check out some more Infinite Magic Raid. So, yeah, so like, what's just I have? Okay, don't 2x here. The Dragon Chief is guarding his eggs. Let's steal them. Also, let's go and claim the dragon eggs that belong to us. Challenge dragon. Yeah, is that not because there's an event, which is like a double drop rate or something? So we'll take that as well. Because I'll do that after. It's handy to know. So let's. What's happening with. This is an abyss of great power where you can only deploy heroes. It seems like I'm aware, but why? If I tap on everything, it seems like the game wants me to go to a lot of places. Alright, so that's done. That's done. So in this one, if we can find our bearings, what I want to do is just going to show where that account is, show how many days in we are, progress, in dungeons and so forth, debuffs I like to use, the champions I've got, and whatnot. And I will be pooling soon. And there's a legendary that I'll probably be hoping to get, because if I do, I'm going to be regressing someone. So let's just move this timer to the top. Let's take care of. We can do some daily like activities, and then we'll take a look at all the dungeons. Like the what's this? So we got the dungeon bounty, 30 stages, challenge kill boss 5 times, clear. So I mean, we can take a look at it. We can take a look at it. So where are we starting? Let's go to. Okay, guild is the guild's a martyr. Sanctuary. The recent additions, I think, have just been Sigmund, Holder, as far as I'm aware. The thing with food is, you kind of progress, but then you hit a wall sometimes, so you kind of have to take a break from it, unless you're willing to throw in money, 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 and so forth. My red mark is doing well, 10s all across, and 20 here. That's a stupid amount that I need to upgrade it. Blue mark is not doing as good. Neither is green mark. Force mark though. Second place. Class talents, however, are all working along nicely. Almost. Level 10 for here. When I get all of 10 opened, I'm going to take a look and see what I can move to work on next. That's at 7. That's at 8 out of 10. So some reasonable progress there. Forge is kind of irrelevant, in all fairness. Milestone, I don't think there's any new ones, but there's some pretty cool things that have been had there. We have one free wish. We're going to use it just so we can get the timer going again on my other free wish, which is just some crappy champion. So, no, I don't want to buy that. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. Market Martyr Dispatch. We are at level 9. And I've done this, I'm going to say, kind of religiously every day. I think it's kind of important because in the long run, it'll work out way, way better for you. I haven't been paying much attention to what this thing is. Battle order thing. Did it once, but nah, I mean, didn't do it after that. We'll claim that soon enough. Hero quest. Damn, so, hold on a minute. Okay, we have a new button. Okay, so they've changed it again. This must have happened pretty much overnight. So, first and foremost, then, let me boost out Dragon Cliff. Dragon Cliff is important. Space Temples. We're as far as we can get in Space Temples until I complete more of the campaign. Dwarven Ruins, if it is 23, cannot get past 24, we'll just kind of die. But the composition for that is the composition most teams have, which is we've got Reeves, we've got Maya, Asindo, Mutu. I had Liz in there for a while and Holder, but I've decided to put in Sigmund instead for the HP burning. And HP burning actually is very, very cool. We're happy with it. It's a debuff that I'm now placing into my squads. Before, I used to bleed everything. Bleed. I started off with Asindo being my nuker because I was kind of uneducated in certain things. After that, I started using debuffs. I seen a video. I cannot remember who did it, but it was fantastic content, and it was Reeves versus Holder, and Holder just looked like a right badass. And I got Holder after I got Reeves, so I used him everywhere. Reeves is a major part of the damage. Gwyneth, we're on 20. I haven't tried this yet. I could, but I don't believe I've tried this with the HP burn. The squad is the same though, or maybe I have tried it, but or it's probably like something like that, or she might turn up. But that's the core 4. I think I'm using the majority of my teams. There's bleed damage and counter attack just to stack the bleeds. The burning is really cool. One of my favourite dungeons that I use bleed in is here. The HP burning is also very good. We died just before we get it complete, which is a shame because I would like to try and get the 24th one done relatively soon, just because we're progressing. I've got to get to 800 arena fights, which is proving, pardon me, to be quite easy, quite well. So yeah, I really don't want to hit any type of walls. Neja teams, you're basically looking at the same team for everything. And if we go to the other bosses, we'll show you the teams are the same. Because in Raid, you have your Spider team, you have your Dragon team and whatnot. With this one, when it comes to the Awakening, unless you're spending money, and even if you're spending money sometimes, the feed's going to stall a bit. So I've been working on diversifying my squad, to be fair. Tower of Mark, where Red Star up to floor 18. Red Mark 20 is the boss with the shield, and when I take the shield off through damage, he applies it again. Because we can't strip it, we've got to just try and break through it, and it just can't be done. Lucifer would be a badass for damn sure. And we progress in Blue Tower, which is, I believe, Dario Hizaru, who I've been trying, Norma, Margarita. So there is some potential there. I just haven't progressed very well with it so far. Green Mark is quite awful because I have really no fantastic damage champions. And this one here, we have Liz, Mutu, and Holder, and we are so close. We are legitimately so close. Really, really close to being able to do that with that team. I would love to get Holder to 5-star Awaken. Just, it would be a major bump in his stats to put towards this level. So that's kind of where that tower sits. I'm not trying to force it. I'm just kind of seeing how it goes, where it goes, and so forth. Factions are best. It's really been Dragon Tribe, Sword Harbor Guards, and Nameless Brotherhood. That's where my good champions seem to be. There's fantastic rewards here, so if you can progress on it quicker, then absolutely do it. So level 1 guild, I just come in here, not necessarily care about people. Want to join the guild, you can. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I still do it every day. This is the second clan, so the first clan, I got to maybe like 15,000 points. If I stayed with the first clan, I would have probably unlocked level 2. But level 2 is easy enough. We can get like 14-15 million damage. It's really simple. And we don't even need this guy here. But again, we can put... I've been testing this HP damage dude, and he is pretty good. He's a fantastic champion. Sigmund, I believe, in all areas of the game will have a really good like dramatic effect on your teams and your compositions and so forth. 54 out of 100. Tempted by a few, tempted by a few. So this thing here, well, that's where we are. That's okay. I know what I need to do. So we've now got quests. Let's just tidy this up because I've just noticed they changed it. And I think I kind of like it subconsciously because it makes things look cleaner. And they've added the achievements, Grand Rally, Bold Adventure. I really like the way the gradual growth. I like the fact they've changed the names because the names actually seem quite fitting. Overall growth and Wishmaster. All of these having like ridiculous rewards. There's no way in hell Raid Shadow Legends is going to give you sacred, void, sacred, freaking void, sacred. They barely give you fucking anything. So that's a shame. But as far as dungeons goes, we're kind of at where we've been at for the last few weeks. The content hasn't really been going out as quick as I've been trying to do it. The missus going to Vegas. It's been sick the last few days dealing with the kid. I've had to deal with work and the kid kickboxing and so forth. So it's kind of, there's really not enough hours in the day. It's not an excuse, but just to let you guys know, arena, I don't do advanced arena. I will do this. And I've managed to get to like Diamond 2. I'll come in here. You start off with 10 unless you want to buy, but the good thing is if we have an event, which I believe is now in settlement, classic arena competition, I'm definitely taking that. Top 38%. The good thing is you can get your material 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. All of these fantastic items that you can get from here. These rewards are fantastic, and it's rare that I really like arena that much, but I do. I think it's quite good. I can look at a team, I know if I'm kind of buggered or not. But I sit between platinum and maybe diamond, to be fair. Market is, I don't think there's really a level or anything here that's important. If you do your other tag arena, you can get some of this shit, but it's kind of pointless. Ruin, I debated getting him at some point. Last time I just bought a 5-star dragon egg, but this is really cool how you get the event store for me is quite cool because I'm getting thanked for partaking in events rather than, hate to rip on Raid again, but you do all that effort and what do you get? 250,000 silver or gold or things that are just fucking useless. A couple of potions. Come on, this is way better. There's so many infinite magic grade. It blows my mind just how many things they can give you for free. It's fucking stupid. They just, here you go, take this, and then you take this, and then you take this, and then you can log in and get this, and then you can do that to do this. Super, super cool. Dungeon Bounty we'll come back to. The trio march I don't necessarily mind. I've got past 1600, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'll get you to sit there. Sit there, you sit there, you sit there. The third one, I sit there, you sit there. Sit you up at the top. Put you in this corner because you'll have to move inwards. And we'll put him here. And that's it. So champion wise, we've kind of seen where we go in dungeons. We've seen arena. You can kind of picture everything else. So let's take a look. Heroes. So trying to think what's changed since the last time. I think I re-geared Sigmund. You're aware of my Mewtwo. You know Asindo. I may do more up-to-date videos on all of these champions, showing their builds and whatnot. But I did put some effort into this dude here, and he's looking pretty decent. Give him a fit. I do need to add on mastery at some point, but it is what it is. We will get there with the masteries. I was looking through the first few gear sets. I think I got past that one. I got past that one. I got past that one. I maybe got to Leech, I think. And then I maybe fell asleep. It's just looking through really bad substats. So when I put on a certain piece of gear, I know it just makes that champion even better. And one of the newest ones to work on has been Sigmund. HP burning, puts up shields, HP burning counter attack, HP burning. He does very good damage, and I believe that if you have him in tower, have him in guild boss, have him in most areas of the game, I do believe he's going to be fantastic. If you have him, highly recommend you work on him. I believe we maybe awakened her another bit. Well, Reeves, to be fair, has better exclusives now. He's all the way up to level 4. So I believe you know that already. Wim has more exclusives as well. So duration of shield granted by Warrior's Roar is increased. Wim gains one more action turn after he releases Warrior's Roar, and the cooldown of Zale reduces by a turn, and he gets a bit of speed. Most importantly, with every level we get a very vital increase in our base stats, which I love. I'd love to get the final exclusive for her just for the speed, because she's slow as hell. I believe she's lost HP because I put a bit of speed into her. So at some point we could potentially look at just making her potentially slow as hell but really high HP. So Hizaro is one I was working on. This dude I find quite interesting. He did like 2 million in Guild Boss, but this is, even as a +1, he isn't going to be the best bleeder, but he was like my second or third Lego, and I've just always kind of fancied doing something with him and just playing around with him, kind of see where things lie. He's at like 40% effect hits now, so kind of just basic kind of stats. He heals a little bit from his damage while making sure he can land his debuffs, which is perfect. I'm trying to think if she maybe got an exclusive as well, if I'm being honest. So if we go to Eve, her exclusive grants 1 layer of heal for 3 allies with the lowest HP for 2 turns, and we get a turn meter boost, which is pretty fantastic. Eden's underrated. I use her slightly less, but that's only if I'm going to try 3-star something, because I know she'll die off. She needs to be awakened further. I built my space to 1595 speed. I don't think anything has changed with her though. Dario, I believe I'm maybe looked at his gear. He's got some basic starting gear, some crit rate, some crit damage, but for being level 100, it's just not cutting it on that account anymore. Gunner, he has effect hit. When we increase him through the awaken process, we'll then have access to the accessories artifact part of his build, which will dramatically help us. But he's somebody that I've put a bit of investment into. And my aware is not awakened. There's a few champions here that need to be awakened as well, but you know, it kind of has to come with time. So we've got HP and tenacity on the big shielder, Fritsch, which I was very lucky to get. He's a good control champion, support, defense champion, a tank. So I think that gear's on him. Margarita, I'm not sure whether you've seen that before. Megan used to be 1-star awakened. We did remove that to put it on Holder. I could even take that away from Holder to put it on her, but I don't want to screw up Tower of Mark too much, as every champion kind of just now has kind of like a set purpose. I'm not sure if he's that good. I've got visions of working with this Offner chick. Is it Mafka? Is it Mafka or is it Mala? I think it's Malasa I was looking at. Verto, I'm not too sure. I'm expanding my epic collection. Instead of just feeding them all, some of them might be okay. And there might be a point where with the factions Abyss, I can just take in some 5 epics at level 100. It gives them gear to get past the first 3-4 levels. In return, I get some progress, I get some rewards, and I get closer to the end goal, which is completing it. So I'm hoping to expand my collection a little bit. Hardock, Deschanel, also got more Legos. Lamb, nothing much there. Jack, I've got 2 little Jacks. The question is, what do I do with them? Norma looks very interesting as well. You have also Zach Zulu, one of the newest champions I've pulled. I think he's pretty decent. Again, it's just resources. His sword shining from like the blood or the heat, whatever it is. Elich is also relatively new as well. Maguire, I think I'm going to exclusive that into him. Mafka again. Fritsch, he will be an exclusive for my other one. We have this dude here that has a lot going on. I'm sure you guys have already pulled him, or you've had 1 or 2. I've fed a few, I think, to be fair, but I'll keep some. We have a 5-star chicken there. We have some of his other champions, like Sinov, Malasa. I'll keep a hold of her. I need to look at some of these. This 4 stars is most likely food. Anything from that point is probably food. So it's not the biggest hero collection when you think about it. There's like not even one row of champions that is fully awakened. But we're getting the job done. We're progressing. I mean, we're making proper leaps and bounds and gains when we have to, be it through dungeons or if we're trying to campaign. So let's just show you campaign currently. As you know, we're on Hell and we've 6-starred all the way up to 5. Glen Highland, I cannot do it within the time. The amount of turns I have to do it in. That's why that isn't 30. I think same with Arctic, and then Sacred Land, I guess a bit more difficult, but as far as where I'm actually placed, I believe we're at 10-4, 10-6, which is giving me a little bit of issue from there. But so that's the account. That's where we are. You've seen the talent. You've seen the sanctuary. You've seen like the progressions. You've seen like the missions and all of this type of stuff. So what the fuck? Let's just go look. 13 in the first one, 13 in the second one, 12 in the third, 14 in the fourth, 13 there. Holy Light's 11. Forgotten 10 of 17. Eternal Sight 14. So even through all of this, we're doing okay. But I was going to say, if we take a look at something, weekly news event. So I think I've spent 99 pence on 3 excellent wishes. Because I was just really, obviously, last weekend was a bit of a stinger. So last month was a bit of a stinger, but I got paid. And apart from 99p in the value pack for 3, I've saved up 152 excellent wishes. Just from the diamonds I get daily, from doing my dailies, anything that I can save, I'm saving. The free pack we got, IMR, thank you, which gave us 10 excellent wishes as well, was fantastic. So this is active tomorrow. This is live tomorrow. And look at the legends. Which one do you think I'm going to go for? Because I see Melia. I think if I can get a Melia, that Valkyrie state, the HP burn or counter attack. If I get Melia, I genuinely believe I could potentially go on to like chapter 12 of Hell campaign. I believe I can progress in dungeons. I believe I can progress in my faction wars. So Olga is good, but Melia is who I would use. I feel like I would use easier. Yoko, I'm not 1,000,000% really familiar with that champion, or Ariel, I think, to be fair. Hizaro is a bleed severe wound champion that I believe has some talent. It's just going to take somebody to try him. I will get there eventually, but epics, I'm not necessarily bothered because I've probably got them, or I've fed a few of them. But that's active tomorrow. So you can bet your ass I will have 157 shards, 129 to get a legend, so we're guaranteed to get a Lego. The question is, are we really, really lucky? Can we get 2? Can we be super greedy? So if we're pulling tomorrow, that means I've got my daily things to do. I'm going to check all of these quests. I'm just going to make sure that if there's anything like that's been sitting like that for a few days, I need to get that done. Because there's a wish sitting there, but it ain't harming anybody just sitting there. Hero quest, 20 dungeon battles. Deploy hero with the tag of fuel to clear Neja. Deploy hero with a tag. Single target damage to clear any floor. Okay, so that could be interesting. Building up some points. We'll see how that goes. If you're getting a Mewtwo at the end of this, that's fucking sick. If you're a newer player, if you've just seen this, pay close attention to Mewtwo. He'll break people in half. And I think that's going to be it. That is the champions. That's my progression in arena. So arena dungeons. I'm trying to think if there's anything I haven't showed you because I want to show you the whole account. This is like we're level 52. Blah blah blah. 10-5 lineup. We have that event for summoning tomorrow, so I'm going for Melia. I think it's safe to say that Melia would be awesome. Just gonna have to watch the spending. We'll have Christmas coming up soon. If I can spend £20-30, maybe it would have to be stupid good value. We could potentially aim to get 200 excellent wishes, but you never know. But as far as the account goes, I believe that's it. I will be pulling tomorrow, so if I don't see you later on today, I'm damn sure going to see you then. So guys, that is the account. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Yeah guys, till next time, take care.